Welcome, mystery enthusiasts, to a realm where reality bends and your perceptions are challenged. In the heart of the majestic Himalayas, nestled amongst the rugged terrains of Leh, India, lies an enigma that has puzzled and fascinated many: the Magnetic Hill. As you navigate the serpentine roads, you'll come across a signboard that invites you to a seemingly impossible experience. It reads, "The phenomenon that defies gravity." And believe it or not, that's exactly what happens here. This stretch of road, located at an altitude of 14,000 feet above sea level, is where the laws of physics take a back seat, and the unbelievable becomes the norm. Picture this: you're in your car, you switch off the engine, leave it in neutral, and instead of rolling downhill as you'd expect, it starts moving uphill. Yes, you heard that right. Uphill, against the natural pull of gravity. It's as if some unseen force is pulling your vehicle upwards. But it's not just cars that are subject to this strange phenomenon. Motorcycles, bicycles, even empty water bottles left on the road all seem to move uphill, defying the very essence of what we know about gravity. It's a sight that has to be seen to be believed, and yet, once witnessed, it leaves even the most skeptical minds scratching their heads, questioning the reality of what they've just observed. Now, some might argue that it's an optical illusion, a trick of the landscape. But then, how do you explain the sensation of being pulled? The physical force that drivers and riders claim to feel as their vehicles start moving uphill. Imagine a place where your car, left in neutral, starts moving uphill. Sounds impossible, right? But it happens right here at Magnetic Hill. This is just the beginning of the mystery, so buckle up, because we're about to delve deeper into the enigma that is Magnetic Hill. Now, what could possibly cause such an unusual event? Is it magic, a divine intervention, or a scientific anomaly? One widely accepted theory attributes this strange phenomenon to a strong magnetic force emanating from the hill. The science enthusiasts among us might argue that this magnetic force is so powerful that it can pull vehicles uphill, seemingly defying the laws of gravity. It's a fascinating hypothesis, isn't it? This magnetic force, invisible to the eye, yet so potent, it can challenge our understanding of the world. But let's flip the coin and see the other side. The locals of Leh have a different tale to narrate, one deeply rooted in their traditions and beliefs. They say that this road is a pathway to heaven, and that it has a divine power of its own. According to the lore, only those worthy of a heavenly life are pulled upwards by this divine force. It's an enchanting tale that adds a whole different layer to the mystery. The belief is so strong that airplanes are said to avoid this area due to the inexplicable phenomenon. Imagine that, a force so compelling that even modern technology yields to its power. As we delve deeper into these theories, we see that they are as distinct as day and night, one grounded in the world of science and logic, the other steeped in the realms of faith and mythology. Yet they both seek to explain the same inexplicable event, each in their unique way. This intriguing blend of science and myth, of tangible evidence and intangible belief, is what makes Magnetic Hill such a captivating mystery. Do we have a powerful unseen force at play here, strong enough to pull objects uphill? Or is this a divine test, a celestial pathway that only the deserving can traverse? So, are we dealing with a powerful unseen force or a divine test to reach heaven? The jury is still out. The mystery deepens when we consider that even airplanes avoid flying over the area. Why is that? Indeed, the curious case of Magnetic Hill doesn't stop at cars seemingly defying gravity. Airplanes too give the area a wide berth. This phenomenon has been a topic of intense discussion among aviation enthusiasts and experts alike. One might ask, could the purported magnetic forces of the hill be strong enough to interfere with an airplane's navigation systems? Could the hill's mysterious pull affect an aircraft thousands of feet in the air? The answer, as with many things related to Magnetic Hill, is not clear-cut. It's a blend of scientific hypothesis and local lore. According to the aviation community, the magnetic interference from the hill, if it exists, could potentially affect an airplane's compass. This is because airplanes, much like ships, rely on magnetic compasses for navigation. Interference from a strong magnetic source could disrupt this, leading to navigational errors. Now let's consider the local lore. Remember the legend that only those deserving of a heavenly life can ascend the hill? Some believe this extends to airplanes too. The locals say that the airplanes are not flying over the area out of respect for the sacredness of the path to heaven. However, skeptics might argue that airplanes avoiding the area could simply be due to standard flight path regulations or geographical features, rather than any mysterious magnetic forces. They point out that the region is mountainous and surrounded by peaks that could pose a risk for aircraft. It's a fascinating debate, one that adds to the enigmatic allure of Magnetic Hill. So, do the skies above Magnetic Hill hum with strange unseen forces? Or are the airplanes simply following the rules of regular aviation? Whether it's true or not, the fact that airplanes avoid this region adds another layer of mystery to this intriguing place. But not everyone is convinced about the magnetic or divine theories. Skeptics have their own explanation. Enter the skeptics, the analytical minds who question, probe, and challenge the accepted paradigms. They propose a rather mundane explanation for the phenomenon at Magnetic Hill: an optical illusion. Yes, you heard that right. It's not magic, it's not divine intervention, it's not even magnetism. It's simply your eyes playing tricks on you. Skeptics argue that the landscape of the area fools the human eye into perceiving a downhill slope as an uphill one. This phenomenon is known as a gravity hill illusion. The surrounding landscape lacks a reliable horizon line against which to judge the slope of the road. Without a horizon, our brain gets confused and misinterprets the slope. So when you think you're defying gravity and moving uphill, you're actually just rolling downhill, as gravity intends. They further explain that this illusion is not unique to Magnetic Hill. Similar gravity hills exist in various parts of the world, from California to Scotland, each with their own local legends and lore. However, none of these places have been scientifically proven to possess any magnetic properties or divine forces. This theory might seem a bit of a dampener if you're a fan of mysteries and unexplained phenomena, but remember, just because something has an explanation doesn't make it any less fascinating. The way our brain perceives the world around us and how easily it can be tricked is a marvel in itself. So, are the skeptics right? Is the magic of Magnetic Hill merely a trick of the eyes? Or is there some truth to the magnetic and divine theories? Science has its limitations, and there are still phenomena that defy explanation. Could it all be just an illusion? Or is there more to this mystery than meets the eye? As we delve deeper into the enigma of Magnetic Hill, the lines between science, mythology, and skepticism blur, leaving us with more questions than answers. The Magnetic Hill continues to baffle and intrigue visitors from around the world. As we've journeyed together through this enigma, we've traversed both scientific explanations and local legends. It's a place where gravity seems to bend to its own rules, making vehicles roll uphill, and where airplanes prefer to steer clear, adding another layer of mystery. We've delved into the science behind the phenomenon. The optical illusion theory suggests that the surrounding landscape creates a visual distortion, affecting our perspective, making a downhill slope appear to be an uphill incline. It's a mind-boggling concept that challenges our understanding of the physical world. We've also heard the local legends. The people of Leh believe that this road is a pathway to heaven, and only those worthy of a heavenly life can be pulled upwards. It's a belief that has been passed down through generations and continues to be part of the local lore. Then there's the airplane phenomenon. Despite no official documentation, the word has it that airplanes avoid this region due to the magnetic interference. It's an aspect that adds a dash of intrigue to the already mysterious hill. We've also given a nod to the skeptics who believe the entire phenomenon is nothing more than a cleverly marketed tourist attraction. Their viewpoint argues that the illusion is simply a result of the hill's unique topography and not due to any magnetic properties. Each perspective offers a different lens through which to view this fascinating mystery. Whether you lean towards the scientific, the mythical, or the skeptical explanation, the Magnetic Hill continues to be a source of intrigue and conversation. As we wrap up, we encourage you to form your own opinions, dig deeper, and perhaps even plan a visit to experience this phenomenon firsthand. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. Remember, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be discovered. Subscribe now, and don't miss our next exploration into the fascinating world of enigmas and anomalies.